Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the RAMBAM Hilchos Yesodi HaTorah, Perek Test, the 9th chapter, and we're holding here in Ois Gimel, the 3rd letter. V'chein Navi she'over al divrei atzmai. If you have a Navi, a prophet, who even transgresses his own nevuah, v'al koivish nevuasa, or he suppresses his nevuah, which means he was told from Hashem what to say and he doesn't say it, Chayiv misim yidei shemayim, he deserves the death penalty at the hands of heaven. Ubishloishta nemar anoichi edrosh mi'imai. Hashem says in all these cases, I will seek retribution. V'chenim yomer lanu anavi, and if a Navi will tell us, she'noide lanu shu Navi, and it's a Navi that we know that he's a prophet, la'avar al-achas mikol mitzvahs ha'amuros b'Torah. He tells us transgress one of the mitzvahs in the Torah, or al mitzvahs harbeh, or he says to transgress many mitzvahs, bein kales ben chamoros, whether they are smaller mitzvahs or they're more chamer, more strict, lefi shah, but he's only telling us to do it momentarily, meaning for the time right now that we are in necessitates that we transgress a certain mitzvah. Then, says the Rambam, mitzvah lishmoyla, there's a mitzvah to listen to the Navi in such a case. And he brings a proof. We learn from Chazal the following: if a Navi says, transgress the words of Torah, like Eliyahu Navi did on Har Carmel, you listen to the Navi, even though he's saying to you to transgress something, as long as he's not telling you to do avodah zarah, to worship idols. And he'll explain. Again, it's only if it's a momentary breaking of the mitzvah, but you're going to go back to it right afterwards. Eliyahu bar Carmel. Eliyahu was on Har Carmel. He brought a korban, he brought a sacrifice outside of the Beis Hamikdash. V'Yushalayim, or outside the Mishkan. V'Yushalayim nivchara v'hamakri b'chutz chayav kares. And we know the halach is like this. The place to bring a korban is really in Yerushalayim, in the Mishkan, and outside of that, it's going to be considered also you're not supposed to do that, and the punishment is going to be kares, you get spiritually cut off. So how could Eliyahu bring a korban on Mount Carmel? So umibneshu Navi, since that he was a Navi, mitzvah lishma, there's a mitzvah to listen to him. V'gam bezen nemar lav tishmon. It says you have to listen to what he says. V'ilu she'elu es Eliyahu v'amala, and if you would have asked Eliyahu at that time, and you would have said to him, Nekar mashakasa b'Torah, you're uprooting what it says in the Torah. Pentalo lascha b'chol makom asher tira. It says you're not allowed to bring the oil wherever you want. So you seem to be uprooting one of the mitzvahs in the Torah. Hayoyim, he would have said, Loi, it's not true. Ela makar b'chutz la'olam chayiv kares. Someone who brings a korban outside Yerushalayim eternally or forever, you're right, he's chayiv kares. Kamo shetziva Moshe, like Moshe Rabbeinu commanded about Ani, but me, says Eliyahu, Hayom Makri B'chutz, today I'm doing it out of Yerushalayim, B'devar Hashem, because that's what Hashem said, Kedei Lahachish Nevi'ei Baal, because we're standing at Mount Har Carmel, and the prophets of Baal, which was an Avodah Zarah, are contesting us. So to show that that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is correct and they are wrong, I'm allowed to suspend this particular law temporarily to be able to do it right now. But in Achinami, you're right. To do it completely, I would not do. And therefore, if any Navi that we know is a Navi would come along and tell you suspend a certain mitzvah only temporarily, there's a mitzvah to listen to him. However, if the prophet says, you know what, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told me, uproot this mitzvah forever, it's cancelled out for good, misas and bechenek, then the Navi deserves the death penalty. Sha'at-Torah amra lanu, because the Torah has said, amra lanu ulevanenu ad olam, the Torah is for us, the mitzvah for us, and for our children, ad olam, forever and ever. No Navi can come along and undo and uproot one of the mitzvahs, since the Torah was given at Har Sinai with a revelation of 3 million people, in a public revelation where Hashem revealed himself and we all became prophets. The only way that Chalila HaKadosh Baruch Hu make any changes permanently in the Torah is if he would make a revelation completely again to Klal Yisrael and do such a thing. And he has not done it for 3,500 years. He's not going to do it now. And therefore, if a Navi comes along and he claims that Hashem told him to uproot one of the mitzvahs, we tell him that if you're telling us to do it for forever, you have no right to say such a thing. You must be lying, and therefore he deserves the death penalty. Have a wonderful day.